Alright, asiphendule now question 5. Functions sine hyperbola, no, not a hyperbola, sine exponential function as well as a parabolic function. Again, just like question 4, there was a problem nale system of axis la. Okay, there's no problem nale system of axis la. So this is the y-axis. So this is the y-axis. Now yenza sense ke manje, ne? Ngoba bebonakala ngathi yandiza la isemoyeni. Lama function bekubonakala ngathi asemoyeni. So this is the full system of axis for this question. Now what is sketched below is f and h. The x-intercepts of f are b and c. Now b, now b, now c. The x-intercepts kabani ka f. Then h and f intersect the y-axis at d. So both functions have a similar y-axis, y-intercept, right? Then a is a point on h vertically above ubani c. Upu a, now a which is vertically above ubani c, meaning that a no c they share a common value ka x. If x coordinate for a 3 no c x coordinate yakhona about 3 with the y value of 1 over 4. A is a point on h. Alright, so a now la the coordinates are x and 1 over 4, and it's part of a graph kabani ka h. It's an exponential function. Then PR is perpendicular to the x-axis. Make sure good statement we asfunda and we highlight all the important information. Ne? Zifundise lo. Lezi statements zizokunceda kakhulu lezi, ne? Bese ungaziyenzi uboss. Bese ugijima usolve uphendulane nama question la. Uzoba nezinkinga phambili la, ne? Just make sure, please. This is a advice lena nginipha yona. Make sure ukuthi uyazifunda le statement abakupha zona, ne? 5.1 calculate the coordinates of D. So D is the y-intercept, right? So sinama functions ayi-2 la. Sino f equal to 1 over 2x squared plus 1 over 2x plus k, right? Then we have h of x which is equal to q raised to exponent bani x. Now sifuna ama coordinates ka d. Can we use the equation ka f to find ama coordinates ka g ka d? Of course not, ngoba nangiyofaka u0 la ufaka u0. Remember u-d it's the y-intercept. Nangiyofaka u0 no0 yabo ukuthi answer yami yoba ubani? Yoba u-k. We want the value, not the variable like u-k. So the answer yethu soyithola la ku-h. Sizothi y is equal to q raised to exponent bani x, then y is equal to q raised to exponent bani 0. Since ngifuna ini y-intercept, so we let x to be equal to 0. Answer yoba 1, yoba 1. Therefore the coordinates for d it's 0 and 1. It's the y-intercept. 5.2 again. Bafunan. Write down the value of k. Alright. So k is equal to 1. Yes, is equal to 1. This value of k, it's the y-intercept for the parabola. Parabola yakho, so standard form sithini? The standard form equation, it's y equal to ax squared plus bx plus bani plus c. Lo k nalo c yinte 1. Ivalue ka c on the standard form of a parabolic function, it's the y-intercept, right? So that's why into k yoba equal to 1. ngoba the coordinates got d, it's what, it's equal to 0 and 1. So that makes k ubani 1 ngoba d simthola ku h sibuye simthole nabo bani ku function f. Yes, so k is equal to 1 la. 5.3 calculate the length of BC. BC, BC, uyabona. So sifuna the x intercept for the function ka f. Qala funa coordinate la ka b, ngifuna ne coordinate la ka bani la ka c, so that we can calculate the length ka BC. So thatha f of x ke manje. So this function seyasebenza le, singakhona ukuyi manipulate and do whatever we want ngoba ivalue ka k sesinayo ubani 1. Now let's simplify la, ngifuna the x intercepts, ama values ka c and d. Intercepts we let y to be equal to 0, so we have 0 la, then we go 1 over 2x squared plus 1 over 2x plus 1. Then your multiplier ngo 2 la, ngizo multiply nge LCM la, ne? Ngizo multiply nge LCM, or you can just say this is my a, this is my b, this is my c, then we plug it into the what's this man, quadratic equation, ne? But mina into engizoyenza ngizothatha i-LCM ngimultiply ngayo la, multiply ngayo la, multiply ngayo la, nangapha ku 0. What's the LCM? 2. So 0 times 2, it's 0. 1 over 2x squared times 2, it's x squared la. 1 over 2x times 2, that is x. 1 times 2, that is 2. That is 2. So therefore agna solution mosla. Oh, okay, it's a negative la. It's fucking negative, it's negative la, right? It's negative, yeah. Yenzi sense again manje ngoba if there's no negative la, it means that the equation ayina solution. So nice, it's either usebenzisa quadratic equation or you just use ilo guys, factoring method, which is something engizoyenza la. So it's x, two numbers ngitna is multipliers nginikeza negative 2, the same numbers ngitna as add as nginikeze the coefficient ka minus 1 la ku x. Ubani 2 no 1, but the 2 must be negative, the 1 will be positive. So x is equal to minus 1 b, or x is equal to 2 ubani c. So therefore we are only interested ku lama points la b no c. So the distance from la all the way up to here, it's 1. The distance from la to lapha, it's what? It's 2. Ngoba ngitheni ama coordinates ka a ubani 2 no 0, ka b ubani negative 1 ubani no 0. So that's why the distance from la to la, it's 1. From la to la, it's what? It's 2. Therefore length ka BC is equal to 3 units. Is equals to 3 units. Right. 5.4, calculate the length ka PR. Calculate the length ka PR. So we calculate kanjani this one. Alright, let's do this. Send the solar. So 5.4, calculate the length of PR if OP is 2 units. From la to la, it's how many units? 2 units. Remember? So in order to calculate to PR, ngidinga the y value for our coordinates kabani ka r, right? So for r it's actually minus 2 and 0. The distance from la to la, from O to P, it's 2 units. Since I'm on the negative side, it means that it's minus 2. In fact, it's not 0 la, but instead it's y. Nangapa, it's what? it's okay, le kuyoba u0 la ngoba p ukuphi x axis, but the r ukuphi with that quadrant, so the y value must be calculated. Once ngathola y value, the length from p to r sengiyitholile basically, ngoba the distance from p all the way up to bani to r, it's basically the y value for the r coordinate, ne? So now ngiyenza so, ngizothatha f of x, which is minus 1 over 2 x squared plus 1 over 2 x, what is k? Oh, it's plus 1. So you calculate here this one equal to, so ngithi minus 1 over 2 x ubani negative 2. Since p no r, they are connected by a perpendicular line to the x-axis, that's why ama x coordinates wakhona anjani afana, ungamangali phela. So lana it's minus 2 plus 1, the answer ubani ke negative 1 over 2 negative 2 squared plus 1 over 2 negative 2 plus 1. It's 2. It's negative 2, but since it's funa ini length, the length will always be a positive value. So it's okay, let's just say minus 2, but since it's funa length kabani, length ka PR, therefore length ka PR is about 2 units. Now answer yethu ke. Now answer yethu 5.5. Consider the exponential function h of x. 5.5 lago 5.5.1, but calculate the value of money of q. The value of q. So for the value of q, ngasebenzisa which point marala? Okay. All right. For this one, I need a point. So this is h of x. Now h of x equal to q raised to exponent x. So this is y equal to q raised to exponent x. So in order to find the value of q, ngidinga x, ngifuna nobani no y. So how do we find our coordinates? I just need one point. Izonginceda ukuthi calculate q, ne? So asizela. Remember, bathini la, a is a point on h. A is a point on h vertically above ubani c with the y value of 1 over 4. So a, it's basically x 1 over 4, right? So this is the point assoyisebenzi, right? But i-value ka x nginayo la for this point a ubani u2. Sakhumbula calculator the x-intercept for ubani u-f, and ngathi since the line leli perpendicular to the x-axis leli connector a no c, it means that to c no a they share a common x coordinate. So nalana yoba u2, then kube ubani kube y. In fact y is 0 since it's the x intercept. So therefore it's 2 and 1 over 4. So 7, so point A, the 2 and 1 over 4. Let us substitute. Give about 1 over 4 equal to q raised to exponent 2. Then in tata the square root on both sides. Give about 1 over 2 then go about q. So the value of q 1 over 2. Kanjalo nje. Kanjalo ke. Hence determine the equation of h, the inverse function in that form. So lana, so reflector this equation got q, this exponential equation, this y equal to 1 over 2 raised to exponent bani x to what? To this inverse function. So they reflect about this line y equal to x. Yes, about this line. In order to totally inverse function, you need to reflect your function about this line. So lana you tata this 1 over 2 x, then you swap lama variables. Now x becomes y, then y becomes x. So lana about x equal to 1 over 2 y. Then let us make y the subject of the formula. Apply the log definition. The log definition is y equal to log 1 over 2 x. So this is our inverse function again. 5.6, write down the range of h. Write down the range of h. So so 5 not g.6 5.6. Okay, I must say question 5 began a bit challenging nyana, okay, right? Compared to the other questions, question 5 began a challenge really. Now what is the range of h? Now h la. So the range ga h, it's from this asymptote. This function ga h will never touch the x-axis. Ne? This function ga h will never touch the x-axis. So therefore, our range is from la y equal to 0 all the way up to infinity, all the way up to the positive infinity. So I as y must be greater than 0, or velocity y element of exclude 0 all the way up to infinity excluded, right? So this is our range. Bese ke like 5.7 ke, determine the equation of g, the tangent to f at bani at b. Okay, so basically but there's a line, nali line la khona la, nali line la khona, draw it. This is the line, this is the line, voila. So this line, it touches the parabola at b, right? It touches this parabola at b. So 90 in order to find the equation for this line, I need a gradient, ne? I need a gradient as well as a point in order to find an equation for a tangent. So ngizothatha this f of x equal to minus 1 over 2 x squared plus 1 over 2x plus k. K is 9, y 1. Therefore, first derivative, the first derivative equal to 0 is nikeza the gradient, not equal to 0, but the first derivative is part the gradient. So you equate to 0 so that things will calculator. But is that necessary? No, wait. I think only first derivative equal. So the first derivative you have minus x plus 1 over 2. So ngifuna the gradient of this straight line. So you tell the gradient of this parabola function at point bani b. So the coordinates got b sisakhumbula ukuthi bani minus 1 and bani 0. So therefore yothi minus x minus open bracket minus 1 plus 1 over 2, lana it's plus 1 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 3, so it's going to be 3 over 2 now, right? 3 over 2. So this is the gradient again. Lena ile gradient for this parabola at B. It's also the gradient of this straight line, this tangent at B. Yeah? So saying the gradient, I also have a point to minus 1 and 0. So y minus y1 is equal to mx minus x1. Then we substitute together. So y minus y1 ubani u0. Ngakhohle ngokusebenzisa ama coordinates kaBila. 3 over 2 x minus negative 1. So lana y equal to 3 over 2 x le times this one. Negative times a negative, it's a positive. So 3 over 2 times 1, it's positive 3 over 2. So this is the equation for the tangent. For the tangent. 5.8, last question. Bafunanda. For which values of x is x times f prime x less than 0? What is the answer? What's going to be the answer? What's going to be the answer? All right. Since a solar, so say a tangent, and try to break this down. All right. So see for now x times f prime x less than 0. So in order for this statement to be true, x kwamele abe negative, then f prime x kwamele abe njani, abe positive. Ngoba a negative times a positive isipha a negative, a lesser value. Or if x are positive times f prime anjani a negative, we also get a negative. So be careful la, be careful. It's x multiplied by the gradient of the parabolic function. Yes, parabolic function. So if it's concave up, if it's concave up like this until it's figure good turning point, let's say this is the turning point, let's say turning point here today. When a function yakho concave up, I gradient yakho iba njani, iba positive. If it's concave down, I gradient yakho iba njani, iba negative. Or f prime x wakho uba negative. So lana ulo kanje unjani, f nangu f la, f uba njani, f prime uba njani, uba positive, right? So in other words, ngifuna la x are negative, and at the same time f prime x, the gradient is positive. Or where x are positive and the gradient iba njani, iba negative. So lana ke abu x from 0 all the way up to this side, abu x bamba njani, ba negative. If abu x bamba ba negative, it means that f kwamele abe njani, f prime kwamele abe positive. So therefore lana izothini ke? So lana it's negative x, then f prime unjani, positive until it's figure kuphi, until it's figure la. Is it? All right. So it's negative, but positive until it's figure kubani, ku 0. Nangabe sesidlulela where x are equal to 0, sesiya ngapha ngaka right of x equal to 0, way 2 abanjani, aba positive, then ibanjani positive. But mina ngifuna ukuthi ibe i1 ibe positive, i1 ibe njani, ibe negative. Ngichaza ukuthini, abu x ba positive ngapha, abu x ba negative ngapha, right? U-x wami negative ngapha when x is less than 0, and the gradient happens to be njani, to be positive. So therefore whenever x are less than 0, this is true, ne? This is true, right? After 0 ziba positive z2, gradient is positive, then abu x bamba njani ba positive 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 positive, kwethu kuba positive 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 until ngize ngifike kubani ku point C. The gradient, wait, in negative gradient masla, then x wami uba njani uba positive. Positive positive positive, okay, even negative, then siba positive la. Okay, unfortunately ngathi sizodinga i-turning point la, sizodinga i-turning point. So the turning point is somewhere la, right? After the turning point siba ne-negative ne-positive, positive 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 negative negative. Alright, yeah, sizodinga i-turning point la, unfortunately. So sizodinga i-turning point. So the turning point, so you calculate using the first derivative. So we equate to 0 about minus x plus 1 over 2 transpose x is equal to 1 over 2. So it means that x, the okay, y akekho that important, but the x value, it's the one that is important. X is equal to 1 over 2. So after x, or let me say after x equal to 0, whenever x are equal to 0, x greater than 0, ne, zoyi-2 ziba positive. Remember ngifuna positive no negative, so the x iba positive, the gradient is also positive. But after the x value for the turning point, then i-direction iyachinja ke manje. I think erase la, direction iyachinja ke manje. This is the turning point. After the turning point, after x equal to, or let me say x, whenever x are greater than 1 over 2, iba njani gradient, iba negative. Then abu x basese njani, basese positive, negative 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 positive positive. So therefore it means that whenever x are less than 0 or x greater than bani, x greater than 1 over 2, this is true. Okay, question 5 guys, uzophelela lana. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching. Ungakhohlwa ukulike, ukushare nokusubscribe. This question, my thoughts, ayi beyitrapa beyitrapa ayokudlala, but bengekho that difficult, beyimene nje i-question yakhona. So for now, asibonane on the next video. Bye bye.